I was watching TV the other day, and so I decided I'd bounce around the news channels. Right before the migraine set in, I thought, I'm just going to turn the sound off and go between the news outlets and just watch without all the noise. As I was watching the different news outlets without sound, I noticed two things. One, they all dressed really well. Two, they all looked kind of angry. After this little experiment, I noticed I was agitated. Even though I couldn't hear a single word anyone had said, I thought, is this rubbing off on me? If so, what do I do about it? Well, for some reason, this passage in the Bible came to my mind. It's in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 5. Love does not act unbecomingly. It does not seek its own, is not provoked, does not take into account a wrong suffered. It's funny. 1 Corinthians is known as the love chapter, and it's the one you're most likely to hear at people's weddings. You might recognize it. It says things like, love is patient, love is kind, and so on and so on. Thing is, I got stuck on a particular part of this section, the 5th verse. I think it got me because it sounds simple, but it sure isn't easy. Paul in Corinthians says love is not provoked. I was getting provoked just watching the news. Paul also says in Corinthians that love doesn't take into account a wrong suffered. Well, that sure doesn't come naturally. So I'm left with a quandary. I know Paul's words about love are right, but how the heck do I do them? I had to ask myself, how does the Bible define love? Well, the Bible says there is a love above all others called agape. It means unconditional, selfless, sacrificial love, the kind of love Jesus is associated with. That kind of love is tough. It's not an emotion, a feeling we get swept up in. It's a determination to act in the best interest of others, whether we like it or not, whether we're treated well or not. Maybe there's something here for all of us. If we want to love the way Paul describes in Corinthians, maybe we shouldn't focus so exclusively on the feeling part. Maybe we should focus on the other-centered, determined, and sacrificial part. This higher love can help us combat the anger we often feel toward others. Maybe the next time someone angers us, we can say to ourselves, I know I'm not feeling it, but I can show some tough love, some agape love, right here, right now.